So today our concept, we are continue with a concept called as business ethics. Sir, we are a business professionals, either cost and management accountant, okay, sir, either chartered accountant, cost and management, or company secretary. These are all called as business professionals. Sir, there is a doubt. Sir, it's a philosopher concept. Why need to study as a CMA? Why need to study as a CA and as a CS? Sir, why? Because we are the business professionals. We are in the corporate world. These business professionals are having great opportunities and great value in the corporate world. So in this scenario, sir, these business professionals, we are related to a business profession. Cost and management accountant is related to the manufacturing industry. Chartered accountant is related to the all type of industries. Company secretary related to companies. We are related to the corporate. Corporate means business. They're concentrated on business. So here in this situation, as a professionals, we need to learn about business ethics. So there is no need to learn about ethics, sir. Philosophy concept, meta ethics, normative ethics, applied ethics, descriptive ethics. No need of study of all these different type of branches. So as a professional, as a business professional, we need to learn about business ethics. So what is business ethics? What is the importance of business ethics? So listen. So what is the importance? What is the need of ethics in the business? If you said why? Because as a business, any company, sir, as a corporate, sir, as a corporate, you are using resources. You are using resources from the society. Yes, you are using resources from the society. You are using employees. So many natural resources we are using. Okay, sir. But what, because of your utilization, there is so much damage to the society, so much damage to the environment. But in return, what you are providing to the environment, what you are providing to the society. So why ethics are required in the business, sir? That is very important. Why ethics are required? A simple scenario, sir. There is a practical case, and there is already the biggest example. You know about Tata Motors. Tata Motors. So Tata is means a very good company in India. It was established by Jamsetji Tata in the long ago. So today, sir, Tata Motors is having the good image in the society. Still, sir, Tata Motors has started in the year of 1900s. Till today, 2020 also, the Tata Motors is running. Meanwhile, so many companies are closed down also. But what is special in this particular corporate company? Why this Tata company survived these many days in India? So listen, what happens? Sir, Tata Motors is there. So in the year of early 2000s, early 2000 to 2005, meanwhile, the Tata Motors produced a motors, and that motors are produced and sold to all the customers also. So after sold to the customers, the Tata Motor management identified there is some manufacturing defect. In that particular motor. So they're manufactured, they're sold to the customers. Customers have purchased it. Now the product is at the customer's hand. At that point of situation, the Tata management came to know that there is a small manufacturing defect in the particular motor, what they are sold in that particular years. So at that point of situation, what happened? General manamaite em chestam sir. Product is sold, then we cannot bother about that. We're already earned. But Tata management not did like that. What happened? The Tata Motors call back call back what are the motors are sold during those years, that particular model motors. They can call back all the motors. They can call back all the motors and they can rectify. They can rectify that particular defect and they can give in to a customers with some amount, monetary compensation also. And then sir, here, what is the main aim of the Tata Motors here? The consumer satisfaction is very important. So what I mean to say, sir, today's world, customer is the king of any business. Without customer, who can does a business? Who can continue the business? Who can survive in the market? Compulsory, customer is the king in any organization. Customer is the king. Simple, sir. What is a repeat example? Something simple, sir. Tata Motors, they can produce the motors, they can sold to the customers. After sold to the customers, they are identified there is just some slight manufacturing defect in the particular model motors. And they can call back the motors and they can rectify the mistake and they can again give in to the customers with the monetary compensation. Yes, we did a mistake. There is a slight manufacturing defect in the particular model. Because of us, we are suffering some problems now. Then please submit your motor and you can get the new motor. And because of this, your inconvenience, we pay the some monetary compensation. And then say here, Tata Motors is not bothered about a profit here. They're bothered about customer satisfaction. Today's world, customer satisfaction is very important. Why? Because sir, why customer satisfaction is very important? Simple, sir. So you can cheat a customer only once in his life period. Customer me organization sir, me product purchase, he purchased your cloth. You said that this is a #1 branded cloth. You said he purchased. After 1 month or after 15-20 days, that is not a good product. That is not a quality product. Never. Our customer again they can purchase our cloth. It's not at all possible. Why? Because you are cheated a customer only once in his life period. Why again customer approach you, sir? It is not possible at all. That is the reason why today's most of the corporate worlds based on customer satisfaction. They're always concentrated on for creation of customer. The creation of customer is the greatest problem today's world. Once customer is created, creation of customer is a king of today's business world. Yes, customer is a king. Customer satisfaction is very important. Why? Because you can cheat a customer only once in his life period. So customer creation is very important in today's world. So after customer creation, customer survival. Yes, sir. Obviously, customer is created. One time he purchased my product. Sir, next time also he purchase my product only. How you can purchase, sir? Then I can attract the customer. How you can attract the customer? How you can attract, sir? You can attract a customer by offering some advantage, some quality product, some means low price. For low price, we are offering quality products. So like that, here in this business, why ethics are required in the business? For so many advantages are there. If you follow the ethics, Tata Motors follow the ethical values here. That is the reason why nearly this is a number of years onwards it is running successful business. If you not follow the ethics, the business is not much successful. That is the reason why ethics are required in the business also. So why ethics are required in the business? Now we are going to discuss about the need of business ethics. The need of business ethics. Ethics in the business, that is called as business ethics. But what is the need of business ethics? What is the need? The need of business ethics. Yes, sir. Need of business ethics. What is the need of business ethics? First of all, sir, first need of business ethics, stop business malpractices. Stop business malpractices. Sir, stop business malpractices. What is meant by malpractice? Sir, malpractice का मतलब क्या है सर? Malpractice. Sir, malpractice means in general it's nothing but illegal. Malpractice का मतलब it's illegal or improper. Stop business malpractices. Stop business illegal activities. Stop illegal businesses. Stop improper businesses. Sir, suppose it's a merchant, sir. You're selling rice. Selling rice, sir. So many people are black marketing. Black marketing. Black marketing is nothing but improper business. Black market, sir. Best example, tickets. సినిమాకి వెళ్తా ఉంటాం మనం. ఫస్ట్ డే మన ఫేవరెట్ పర్సన్ సినిమా ఫస్ట్ డే చూడాలనుకుంటాం. టికెట్లు దొరకవు. ఏం చేస్తాం? బ్లాక్ లో కొంటాం. ఏంటి సార్ బ్లాక్ మార్కెటింగ్? ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ గుడ్ ఐడియా. This is a malpractice. This is illegal. It is an improper way of doing business. ఏం చేస్తారు సార్? సినిమా మేనేజ్మెంట్ థియేటర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ మొత్తం టికెట్స్ వాళ్ళు ఒక ఏజెంట్స్ అపాయింట్ చేస్తారు. ఆర్ యూ కెన్ సెల్ దమ్ these tickets more than this price. In legal way, it is not possible. This is a fixed price they can sell. But it's just a black marketing. This is a malpractice. Or cheating in weights. Cheating in weights. Weights is sir. Cheating in weights. Ain't sir cheating in weights? Then one case in untadi. Can exact the weight is not one case. Less than one case. So like that, there is a cheating. It is also a malpractice, improper way of doing business or illegal way of doing business. Cheating in weights. There are artificial rise in prices. Artificial rise in prices. Artificial rise in prices. This is the biggest problem today. So many people are facing in India. So మనకు అప్పుడప్పుడు ఉంటుంది, అరే టమాటో prices are increasing, onion prices are increasing. So it is a business only. Business people, they're artificially. It's not, the means it is not a regular way of demand and supply. If there is not demand is more, then supply is less. Then only what happens, sir? At that point of situation, the price of the product will increase. But here it is not like that. They can store the product. They can create artificial demand. They can create like the danger artificially. They can raise the price. This is also a business malpractice. This is also called as business malpractice. Or selling a duplicate product. Selling duplicate product. We are having a lot of experience in this that you wanted to purchase a branded shoe, a branded shirt, or branded trousers. You wanted to purchase. Kodi center ki veltam. ఏముంటుంది సార్ దాని మీద వుడ్లాండ్ అనే ఉంటది, కానీ అది వుడ్లాండ్ కాదు. దాని మీద నైక్ అనే ఉంటది, దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ నైక్. సో లైక్ దట్ ఏం సార్, దే ఆర్ సెల్లింగ్ డూప్లికేట్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్. దే ఆర్ సెల్లింగ్ హార్మ్ఫుల్ ప్రొడక్ట్స్ which harmful to the environment, harmful to the human health. So these are all business malpractices. You should follow ethics in your business. Compulsory answer, you should stop these activities or not. It should be an ethical. Your business must be an ethical. Ethical means you cannot do the black marketing. You cannot do these type of improper and illegal activities. Adulteration. Okay, so like that, these are the activities. So these are the activities. So it's illegal or malpractices means illegal or improper. Why business people should follow the ethics means they can stop these type of illegal and improper activities. If they can follow ethics in the business, then at that point of situation only, your business is getting good name and fame. If you are not doing like that, you are providing poor goods, you are providing means a poor quality of goods. Once customer purchase your goods, next time he cannot approach your shop or your business. They cannot purchase your product also. So first and foremost important, what is the need of ethics? That is nothing but to stop business malpractices. Malpractice means improper and illegal activities. What are the examples of malpractices? It's nothing but black marketing, cheating in weights, artificial rise in prices, selling duplicate products, okay sir, or harmful products, or adulteration. So answer, sir, you're having a book with yourself. Are you having books? Please open our college material. Okay, sir. What is the meaning of adulteration? The person asks, adulteration means, sir, here you are adding some poor quality of products to manufacture a product. Okay, product no manufactured and sir, you are adding some poor quality of products. That process is called as adulteration. So this is the first need of ethics, first point, sir. Everyone is clear? To stop business malpractices. Okay, sir. Adding poor quality to manufacture product, that is called as adulteration. Next, sir. Next. Need of business ethics. Next point is improve consumer confidence. To improve consumer confidence. So improve consumer confidence. Okay, so listen. So improve consumer confidence. Sir, here in case of improving consumer confidence, how to improve consumer confidence? So whatever the example we are discussing in the Tata example, so Tata can increase the consumer confidence. Consumer felt that, hey, manufacturer, that company never cheat me. If there is any problem is there, they can rectify. They always solve my problem. Like that answer, you can improve the consumer confidence. Consumer can also, you should create a confidence to consumer. Consumer, no problem to you. Why? Because I never means, if there is any problem you are facing, I'm here to solve your problem. Like that, you can give an assistance to the consumer. Like that, you can give the confidence to a consumer. Consumer always with you. Yes, consumer always with you, sir. No problem at all. If there is any problem, then I'm here. Then at that point, so you are giving confidence to the consumer. Then at that point, and it's a simple related to a quality, related to a quantity. With the lowest price, you are providing good quality of goods. For low price, providing good quality of goods to the consumer, then consumer gets the confidence. I'm not having any problem with that particular product. If there is any problem with me, the manufacturer, the owner will take care about it. Like that, to improve the consumer confidence, sir, what is important here, sir, already discussed. Consumer is the king of the organization. King of any business entity is a consumer only. Without consumer, we cannot do the business. We cannot get the profits. There is no transaction. Consumer is the ultimate origin for every business activity. That is the reason why you should create a customer, create a consumer. How you can create a customer, sir? You should improve the confidence to a customer, then consumer always with you. That is another need of business ethics. Need of business ethics is nothing but you should follow the ethics, then consumer get them. The second point, to improve consumer confidence. First one is answer, to stop business malpractices. Malpractice. Malpractice. To stop malpractice. Second one answer, to improve consumer confidence. To improve consumer confidence. Second point. How to improve consumer confidence? Then you provide good quality goods with lowest price, then he get the confidence. And you should create confidence to the consumer. No problem, the owner is there for me for any problem arises while using this product. Clear? There is nothing but second point. Next, sir. So next, why you should follow the ethics, sir? Next one is for survival. For survival of business. Sir, here every business entity, sir, every business entity, what is the main? So every business entity for long run, not for short run. So every business entity, sir, they are not initiated the business for short run. Every business ultimate profits, so no doubt about it, but they are not for, sir, long run. How to survive the business in long run? Sir, you wanted to survive in long run, compulsory you should follow the ethics. You should follow the ethics when you follow the means when you wanted to run your business in long run. Short run lo aithe no problem, sir. Cheat cheste chalu short run lo rondo sir raadu kada, second time he will not approach you. But he wanted to run the business in long run, compulsory, sir. Compulsory survival of the business in long run. You should follow the ethics in our business. You should survive your business in long run, not on the short run. That is nothing but survival of business in long run. Survival of business in long run. Long run lo unnalante compulsory you should follow the time. Why Tata is today also? Because you know about ITC, Indian Tobacco Corporation. They're following so many ethics. They're providing some amount to the poor and poor people also. Whenever you can purchase a classmate notebook, then clearly mentioned out of this 2 rupees or 1 rupee were donated to the poor children. Such type of ethical values they can follow. Like that, why? Because they wanted to exist in the society in long run, not for a short run. So there is nothing but survival of business in long run. Survival and compulsory you need to follow business ethics. Next, sir. Next, sir. So you're protecting consumer right. Protect the consumer right. Consumer right. So what is consumer right? We are protecting consumer rights, sir. Okay, what is consumer right? Every consumer has a right to choose. There's out of so many products, sir. So best examples. Sir, olden days, in India, we are having only Bajaj Chetak. You are interested or you are not interested, shop ki velte Bajaj Chetak scooters untayi. Adi kuda 1 or 2 colors untayi. Neeku ishtam unna lekaponna you need to purchase. You wanted to purchase a two-wheeler, cycle kaakunda ante follow avvali. Ante కదా sir. But today, sir, a lot of varieties are there. And then, sir, as a customer, I'm having a right to choose so many products. And then, sir, here protect the consumer right means you are always protect the consumer. Why? Because consumer has a right to choose. Consumer has a right to get the product. Consumer has a right to information. That is the reason why whenever you can purchase, means manufacture product, that product itself consists of all the details of the product. What are the contents are involved, how much amount, how much quantity they can add it, like that everything shall be mentioned on the product. Why? Because compulsory consumer right. My video is pass. No, my video is okay. That is your net problem. That is not my problem, no? So listen here. Sir, here, protect the consumer right. What are the rights to a consumer? Consumer has a right to choose a product. He has a right to choose. He has a right to information. Right to information. See, right to choose and right to information. So like that, you are always protected. The consumer is asking for any information, you should provide it. And you should give an opportunity to consumer, he can choose the product. That is the reason why, sir, in case of businesses, sir, either a car showroom, they can give a trial run. Or you can choose the product, and then this is the only piece you can buy. Like that, you cannot give to a consumer. Consumer has an opportunity. He has a right to choose from all the product. He has a right to information related to the product. He should provide it. Like that, protect the consumer right. For protection of consumer right, compulsory need to follow ethics. Ethics, and then you can give each and every information to a consumer. Okay, sir, there is nothing but to protect the consumer right. Protect consumer right. Okay, sir. So these are all activities related to the customer point of view. Customer, consumer point of view. And like I said, these are the 4 points we have discussed here. These all are related to the consumer point of view. Sir, what are the sir, consumer point of view to stop malpractices? Who is affected? Consumer is affected. That is the reason why. To stop malpractices. It says to improve consumer confidence, consumer welfare. To improve consumer confidence and to survival of the business in long run. And also sir, protect the consumer right. Consumer right ni protect cheyali. Okay, sir. And also consumer satisfaction. Consumer satisfaction. Consumer satisfaction is very important. Economics lo chaduvuntaru sir. Always consumer thinking about consumer surplus. Why we always sir, always consumer discussed about consumer always think about consumer surplus. I can invest 10 rupees. How much amount of benefit I am receiving that particular product? Consumer surplus is very important. And in fact, these are all are related to a consumer. Okay, sir. Consumer related activities, sir. Sir, as a business organization, as a company, you're always related to a consumer. What about investors? What about shareholders? What about employees? Sir, always you're talking about consumer. Ethics related to only consumer. You're always important given to a consumer. What about the investors? What about the shareholders? What about the employees are working in that organization? That is the reason why. What is the need of business ethics also related to the employees, related to the shareholders, related to the employees and related to the shareholders also. So always you can protect the employees. Always you should protect the employees. You should give wages, proper wages to the employees. You allotted minimum working hours to the employees. Always you should give a bonus to the employees. You should give increments to the employees. Why? Because sir, employees are satisfied. Employees working in the organization effectively. So employees satisfied avakapote work chestada waste he is thinking like that. So employees are satisfied in the any organization. Employee feels that this is my organization, this is our organization. Like that they felt compulsory organization is growing. Sure, sir. Compulsory organization is growing. Like that, you should always protect the employees. Always you should protect the employees. How you can protect the employees? Providing proper wages, providing proper bonus, providing proper increments. Like that, always you should protect the employees. And also you should protect, always you should protect shareholders also. Shareholders are investing money. For that money only you are doing business. And how to protect the shareholders? You are giving proper dividends to the shareholders. Compulsory, sir. What is the return they are expecting on the investment? Here is a dividend only. You should provide proper dividends to the shareholders. Okay, sir, like that. So always, sir, what is the need of ethics in a business? Need of ethics, the business is for first purpose, for consumer purpose, for employees purpose, for shareholders purpose. Okay, sir, for society, for society, for society purpose. So what is society purpose, sir? For society, how the business ethics are useful? Okay, so society said there is nothing but CSR, corporate social responsibility. Everything is taken from the society. What in return you are providing to the society? Sir, everything you are taking from society, sir. In return, what the organization, so many industries are giving pollution to the society, how much damage to the environment. Compulsory, sir, should make society. Andukani chudandi sir, so many areas lo దగ్గర green fields పెంచుతూ ఉంటారు. Society and a particular area lo they are establishing hospitals, they are establishing schools, they are establishing parks. Like the name said, always to society, to protect the society. Development, good relations with the society. Good relations with the society, and compulsory need of business ethics. Okay, sir. So these all matters we are discussed in a single diagram. So listen. These all matters we are discussed in a single diagram. Right. So listen. This all matters. Need of business ethics. Need of business ethics. Okay, so need of business ethics. So need of business ethics. What are the need of business ethics? First of all, related to the consumers. Consumers are related. Okay, sir. Next one, sir. Related to employees. The next one is related to shareholders. Next one, sir. Related to, okay, sir, related to society. Related to consumers, related to employees, related to the society. Okay, sir. Next one, sir. Related to business. The last one is related to image, goodwill. Good image, this is called as goodwill. So these are the 6 reasons for every business ethics. Every company can follow the business ethics based on these 6 ways. How, sir? How these 6 ways are impact? Sir, for consumers, how, sir? For consumers. So for consumers, to protect the consumer, to improve the confidence of the consumer, improve confidence. Yes, sir, to reduce, to stop malpractices. Okay, sir, next. The consumer satisfaction. So these are the 4 reasons for consumers, sir. Sir, why business ethics are required in the business? Means what is the need of business ethics? Sir, compulsory for protection of consumer, for satisfaction of the consumer, for to improve the consumer confidence, to stop the malpractices in the business. So that is the reason why the ethics are required. Sir, employees' point of view. So in case of employees' point of view, sir, how, sir? Employees to provide, guys, to provide wages, to provide wages, to provide kinds of benefits to the employees, to provide wages, minimum working hours, minimum wages to the employees, to provide benefits to the employees. But for shareholder point of view, sir, to provide dividends, a return. For shareholders point of view, sir. In case of society point of view, sir, providing good quality at a less price. Good quality at less price. Providing good quality at less price, then society will get developed. And also, sir, it should provide CSR, corporate social responsibility activities. You are taking from society, in return what you are giving to the society. So for business purpose, sir, for business purpose is nothing but survival, long run survival. So for long run survival, business purpose. Long run survival and compulsory survival of a business. Clear, sir? Next one, sir. Sir, if you are following this all, then you should protect the consumer, you can satisfy the employees. So employees feels that this is my organization, they like that to provide wages, benefits to the employees. Okay, sir? And also best example, sir. In Companies Act, we know about right shares. Or sweat equity shares and a concept we Companies Act law. Sweat equity shares means the shares are offered to the existing people, means the shares are offered to the employees for their work. Employees came, sir, one of the toothpaste companies, sir. One time what happened? Sir, one of the toothpaste companies ki chala sales anni padipayayi, sir. Sorry, there is no much sales related to the toothpaste company. Then toothpaste company inviting all the people. Or any person give an idea, then we will improve our sales. Like that, so many people are attended. Any person give the better idea, then we will give a great reward to a particular person. అందరు వచ్చారు సార్ ఆ మీటింగ్ అందరు వచ్చారు డిఫరెంట్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ గివింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఐడియాస్ షేప్ మార్చండి ఎలా చేయండి అలా చేయండి 1+1 ఆఫర్ 1+2 ఆఫర్ లైక్ దట్ దే ఆర్ ఆఫరింగ్ సో మెనీ దే ఆర్ గివింగ్ సో మెనీ సజెషన్స్ బట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ ద ప్యూన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ watchman of the organization give a advice to the management, just increase the whole of the toothpaste mouth. Whenever increase the whole of the toothpaste mouth, one you can press more toothpaste వస్తుంది మళ్ళీ ఎక్కువ పడిందని లోపల ఏం కదా. So like that, sir, we can answer the peon give the better decision for the employee, for the management. Because of that pure decision, the peon advice, the company sales will increase. Then that peon become a shareholder in that particular company. So peon is thinking that this is my organization, then he always works about benefit of the organization. That is the reason why ethics are required. Why ethics are required, sir? Here to improve the employees' confidence also. Clear, sir? To improve employee confidence also. Clear? Okay, sir. Like that is nothing. But sir, if you are follow all the things, then it should will a good image. Good image means goodwill of the organization will increase. That is the reason why Today, so many companies are having goodwill, intangible asset. How you get the goodwill, sir? You follow this all, then only you should get the goodwill. So goodwill of the organization will increase. But also, sir, in every organization, healthy competition is required. So, sir, what is healthy competition? Sir, you know about today's telecom industry, biggest evolution in India is a Jio. So the moment when Jio was introduced in the market, what happened, sir? Free of cost. However, India lo 3G services, and only some few areas. But Jio was entered into the market with the 4G services with the free of cost. What happened, sir? Appadi varaku unna Aircel, Idea, Vodafone, Uninar, so many telecom companies are there. Today, where is the companies? Today, Jio or Airtel or Idea, only 3 is there. What about remaining? Aircel is there, Uninar is there. Because like that, so many telecom industries are there. So this why it is healthy competition? So Jio was introduced because of this Jio. What about this? All telecom industries are, most of the telecom industries are closed down. If they are closed down like that, what about the employees? What about the employment? So many people are working there in the industries. They got unemployed. And it's a compulsory competition, but healthy competition is required. You only say Jio is thinking that I am only become the monopoly in the organization. No telecom industries existed in India. If they are thinking like that, that is the biggest problem, sir. Why? Because a monopoly is there. What is the disadvantage for monopoly? We are already able to know that. We are already aware of that. Monopoly then he is a price, this means price fixer. Then like that, the consumers will suffer. Obviously, what is happening today, sir? That is happening. They are not following the ethics. It's not a healthy competition. First free anners, tarvata 99, now 199, 299, 399. Today 599. Tomorrow 699. No, we are habituated to that particular networks. And then, sir, here in the case of any business entity, they wanted to compulsory competition is required, sir. Without competition, we cannot grow in the industry. But such a competition is always healthy competition. Not your intention to become a monopoly in the organization. You cannot become a monopoly in the organization. If you are become a monopoly, your intention to create a monopoly, then it's the biggest impact on the consumers and customers. That's the reason why. Last one is a need of business ethics is nothing but one is healthy competition. These are the situations. These are the different parts related to the need of business ethics. Are you having any doubts related to that? Please ask me. Any doubts? Everyone is clear or not? Clear, sir? Clear. Any doubts? This chart is very important. If you know about this chart, the question untadi 2 pages question untadi sir examination. Then sir, I am asking some questions related to this topic. Please answer these questions. So listen. So business malpractices does not include black marketing, adulteration, advertising, duplication. Means advertising. Advertising is not a malpractice there. Okay, next one is. So business ethics call for avoidance of. Business ethics is called why business ethics are required for competition, for publicity, for monopoly, and for self-interest. Means business ethics call for avoidance of. So avoidance of monopoly, sir. Not competition. Who said that? Competition is required. Yes, healthy competition is required. So business ethics call for avoidance of a monopoly. Our intention to do not create a monopoly. Yes, sir. Next sir. So ఇక్కడ so listen, one more point, sir. So the business ethics is a word. The business ethics is the word. The business ethics, okay, sir. So this business ethics, this word is commonly used in the year of 1980. Commonly, the concept of business ethics was okay, sir. Means that word is used. The word is used in the year of 19. Okay, sir. Wait. The term business ethics came into common use in the year of. Okay, sir. Sir, here the business ethics came into force from the year of 1980, sir. 1980 business ethics came into force. It is started. But the relevance of business ethics is started in the year of 1970. So 1970 it is started, but it is came into force in the year from 1980 onwards. And then, sir, common business ethics undali. Business is required ethics. They should follow ethics. No, that like that. Every business entity also follow ethics. Like that, the common use of business ethics in the year of 1970, but it was started in the year of 1980. Introduce, sir, the business ethics are required. Like that, they started. There's introduce, they use the word in 1970s. But started, real the business ethics have started in the business in the year of 1980. It is started, but came into first use ikkada chesaru, sir, but started to force. Okay, sir. And also, sir, we know about the concept called as insider trading. So what is insider trading? It is also one type of business malpractice. Yen sir insider trading ante? Sir, we are all professionals, sir. Suppose I am a chartered accountant of one organization, or I am a company secretary of one organization. So I know about what is the performance of the company. This quarter company gets the profit or company gets the loss. I know about that. Why? Because I am with the preparation of this all document. My sign is required. After my authentication only, that is published for the shareholders. Okay, sir. As a CA, first of all, an authorized sale, sir. After my authorization only, such information given to all the shareholders of a company. Yes, obviously. But sir, what happened? As a chartered accountant, I know the important information related to a company. Before communication to the shareholders to such information, privately, I am communicating such information to my friend. I make a call to my friend. Array, this is the company, sir, I am working in idea. Then, array, company share, this quarter company gets a loss. Then you can sell the shares you have it. Or you can purchase the shares. Array, this quarter profit chala increase ayindra. Then you can purchase the shares. After announcement of result, share prices increases. Like that, the sensitive information before publishing to the shareholders, I am transferring to one party. That is called as insider trading. You cannot do like that, sir. You cannot do like that. That is also a malpractice in the business. Clear? So this is nothing but business ethics concept. It was common use in the year of 1970. It started in the year of 1980. Need of business ethics for related to these all people, for consumer purpose, for employees purpose, for shareholders purpose, for business purpose, for society purpose, and to create a goodwill of the organization. Last one is to maintain healthy competition in the organization, healthy competition in the society. Clear? So answer. The term business ethics came into common use in the year 1970. Common use. It was started in the year of 1980. So the Society for Business Ethics was started in 1980s. Next, sir. So answer, which of the following is an unethical business practices? Collusion, false communication, insider trading, all of them. Answer, which of the following? Which of the following is a unethical? So which of the following is the unethical business malpractices? Collusion, okay, sir. False communication, insider trading, all of the above. Option D, all of the above. To answer, administrative corruption includes gifts to administration corruption. Corruption ante bribes, sir. Bribes, gifts to factory inspector. Factory inspector and inspector gift ichchadu, sir. Yes, sir. Boiler inspector. Factory boilers untai. They can say recently there is a two means some two boilers are exploded in the city of Vizag, Visakhapatnam. So many people are died also. In the short span, the difference of 20 days between. So compulsory boiler inspectors there are frequently they can inspect what is the temperature is perfect or not. If there is any problem, they can rectify the problem. They can impose penalty on those people, but there is no proper maintenance. But you are providing bribe to those people. Yes, sir. Bribe to the boiler inspector, pollution control board inspectors, all of them. Option D, all of them. So answer, administrative corruption includes gifts to the factory inspector, boiler inspector, pollution control board inspector, all of the above. Okay, sir. Next. Okay, sir. Next. So question అడుగుతాను ఆన్సర్ చేయండి సార్. క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను ఆన్సర్ చేయండి. క్లియర్ everyone? స్క్రీన్ షాట్ తీసుకోండి సార్, అది ఇట్ ఈస్ యూస్ఫుల్. Listen. 1%. There is a doctor. Dr. D. So many hospitals, some medical representatives. Medical representatives. Medical representatives. They can approach a doctor. Sir, this is my tablet, this is my prescriptions. Please, you can recommend these prescriptions to your clients, your patients. Like that medical, so many medical representatives, చాలా మంది medical representatives doctors ని కలుస్తూ ఉంటారు సార్, and they can request the doctors also. They can give a free of sample to doctor. The doctor in essence that free of sample sold to the patients. The medicines received by a doctor on free samples. The free samples are sold to the customers. And also, sir, these medical representatives are offering some gifts to doctor also. Thermometers or some medical related items. Like that, they are giving gifts to a doctor. Why? Because they wanted to impress the doctor. If they impress the doctor, what happens, sir? He recommends this medicine to the patients. The patients are habituated, then what happens? So the sales of that medicine will increase. So this is happening in so many hospitals also. Sir, you are giving gifts, you are giving free samples, then doctor is selling those free samples to the patients. Sir, here, this is a bribe or not? Medical representatives are offering some gifts to a doctor. Medical representatives are giving free samples to a doctor. What is purpose, sir? Why they are giving these gifts and free samples? In order to increase the business. Okay, so in order to increase the business, then this is a bribe offered to a doctor or not? This is my question. This is my question, sir. This is a bribe offered to doctor or not? Why no, sir? Why no? Why yes? Yes and no. Okay, sir. మాకు తెలుసు yes no చెప్తాం. But what is the reason that it's a yes or no? It's ethical or unethical? Ethical or unethical, sir? So మనం clear గా చెప్పండి, sir. In case of business, the same situation, sir. In the same situation, whenever any organization, any people are offering gifts or bribes to the boiler inspector, everything, all the people, sir, the unethical, that is none, sir. But in this scenario, it is ethical or unethical? Sir, here, this is a ethical, sir. It is not unethical, it is ethical only. And then, sir, here law clearly business, it's a business ethics. Business ethics is not absolute always. Why? Because the situation onwards, it will change. Compulsory, sir, in order to, sir, you are giving gifts to a doctor, but he is not asking for anything. And also he cannot, because based on that gift, he is hiding anything. Sir. Doing any means, creating any problems to the patients, sir, no. But in case, in whatever the examples we are discussing, bribe offered to the boiler inspector, pollution control, they can hide because of that societal effect. So whenever the gifts offered to a doctor, doctor accepting the gifts, what is the problem to the patients here? ఎవరైనా సఫర్ అవుతున్నారా? So it is also, అందుకనే sir, law clearly says that business ethics is not absolute, not complete. So this it's not complete, it's incomplete. Why? Because it is based on situation, it will change. So in this scenario, it's looking like a bribe. Yes, it's a bribe, only offering gifts, offering free samples to these people. Even though, sir, it is not unethical, it's ethical only. Why? Because law clearly says that business ethics are not absolute. Clear? Next, sir. This is all about the business ethics. Now, sir, another example. A Rocky is there, Rocky boy. Rocky is there. A Rocky business. What is the business of Rocky, sir? Rocky business is a gold business. He's a gold merchant, gold shop. He is running gold shop. Gold businessman. Yes. What happened? One customer. Customer 1. Customer 2. customer 1 and customer 2 sir. Sir, customer 1, customer 1 is brother of Rocky. Customer 2 is an outsider. Customer 1 is a brother of Rocky, customer 2 is an outsider. So one fine day, customer 1 approaches to the shop, gold shop. Yes, a gold shop. Rocky gold shop. One fine day, his brother, brother of Rocky, wanted to purchase 10 grams of gold. Then he can approach the gold shop. Gold shop వచ్చేసి Rocky gold shop. వచ్చేసి 10 grams he wanted to purchase. Then actual sir, in market, today's market, the 10 grams gold value is equal to nearly 52,000. 51,000 change on this, 52,000 rupees. Then brother of Rocky approaches to particular gold shop. He wanted to purchase 10 grams of gold. Then brother of Rocky offered 10 grams gold to 52,000 rupees. Or he is my brother. No, he is my brother. Then I can offer this 10 grams gold to my brother for 45,000 rupees. Second scenario, so this is first scenario. Second scenario is an outsider. He approaches to gold shop. Rocky gold shop, Rocky boy, I wanted to purchase a gold from your shop. How much amount of gold you require? 10 grams of gold I required. What is the cost, Rocky boy? 52,000. He should pay 50,000. 52,000 rupees. Then he charges 52,000 rupees. So in this scenario, sir, the same product, Rocky is selling the same product to one person for 45,000 rupees, to one person to 52,000 rupees. Then Rocky is correct or wrong? Rocky is correct or wrong here? This is my question. Answer me, sir. And this is the same product, same quality of product. He is selling to a one person for 45,000 rupees. He is selling to another person for 52,000 rupees. This is correct or wrong, sir? Sir, this is wrong. Sir, it is a business, sir. It's a business. In case of business, we cannot give a value to your social relations. You cannot give a value to the social relations. You cannot give a values to the social relations. So social relations, he is my brother, he is my father, he is my daughter, he is my son, he is my friend, he is my lover. Like that, you cannot give any importance. In business is always a business. Tammude, packet. Again, sir, law clearly says that, so ethical laws are clearly says that, sir, we can do the business. Yes, in business, in case of business, no values to social relations. Social relations. In case of ethics, there is no values to the social relations. We are living together like a brothers, but doing business like a strangers. Yes, obviously, sir, we are living like a brothers, but doing business like a strangers. Means in case of business, there is a value-free ethics. Value-free ethics. There is a value-free ethics, sir. Value-free ethics. There is no values. There is no social values. You are not giving any importance to the social relations in the business activities. Business is business. Social relation is social relation. You are living like a brothers. We are doing business like a stranger. That is called as a value-free ethics. Clear? Value-free ethics. And also in case of value free ethics, there is a statement, living together like a brothers, doing business like a stranger. Clear? Value free ethics. Clear, sir? Doubt emanunda? It's an Arabic wisdom, sir. The Arabic wisdom. Living like a brothers, doing business like a strangers. The Arabic wisdom. Arabic statement. Another situation. What type of relations you have to maintain in the business? So you cannot maintain social relations. So you cannot give any value to the social relations. Why? Because value free ethics. So what type of relations, sir? There's a vendor and customer. Vendor and customer. Debtor and creditor. Seller and buyer, debtor and creditor. There is only relations in the business. Not my brother, my daughter, my friend's friend, my cousin, like that. Such type of business relationships, not values in case of ethics. That is the reason why value free ethics. There is a saying, Arabic wisdom is living like a brothers, doing business like a strangers. There is a successful relations in the business is buyer and seller, debtor and creditor. There is nothing but value free ethics. Yes, value free ethics. What is Arabic wisdom? Live together like brothers and do business like strangers. What is Arabic wisdom? Okay, sir. Value free ethics is clear. Need of business ethics. Clear? The only one small topic is left in case of ethics. That is nothing but why ethics are studied in law. Why ethics topic in law, sir? Why not in maths? Why not in costing? Why not in economics? Why not in accounts? So why ethics are studied in law only? That is my question. Sir, AMO sir, ma colleague sir, CMA Institute ethics law lo pettandi. That's why we are studying ethics in law. That's it. That's it. And then, sir, why ethics are studied? I said there is a close relation between law and ethics. There is a close relation. This is the law and this is ethics. This is law and this is ethics. This is some intersection part, both ethics and law. Okay, so listen. A is a best example. Sir, here, what is a best example? Sir, killing a person. Killing a person, sir. Ethical or unethical? Ethical or unethical? Sir, clearly, you know about Indian Penal Code. Indian Penal Code. So killing a person is prohibited under Indian Penal Code. Some activities are prohibited by Indian Penal Code. IPC 402 Indian Penal Code. Some activities are prohibited under Indian Penal Code. Indian Penal Code is nothing but law, sir. It's a law. Yes, India. According to the Indian Penal Code, killing a person is wrong. Yes. Killing a person is wrong. Yes. So according to the ethics, sir, ethics also, killing a person is unethical. We cannot do like that. But same scenario, sir. Here, killing a person in war, killing a person is war. Good or bad? It's a good, sir. It's ethical and it's illegal. Just you can shoot a person. It's not correct. It's unethical. Yes, sir, it is unethical. To shoot a person is unethical, sir. Obviously, that is unethical. But you are shooting a person in war, it is ethical. Sir, it is ethical and legal also. Ethical and legal also. Some people are asking, explain 25th question MCQs. Okay, sir. So one by one, we will discuss, sir. One topic is left. Before that, then we will read the MCQs one by one. From first MCQ onwards, we are reading one by one. Sir. Open the book and go through with that particular material, our college material. First question. Students, first question onwards, one by one we will discuss. First question. Students, first question. So the study of ethics is divided into dash operational areas, that is 4 operational areas. The study of ethics is divided into 4 operational areas, that is Mandy. Next question. The word ethics is derived from, ethikos. Ethikos is a Greek word, ethikos. Ethikos. Ethics has evolved with the evolution of what, sir? Evolution of society. Evolution of society, ethics are evolved. Why? Because based on society it will change. Olden days, sir, Sati Sagahamana, it's correct, but today it's not correct. So based on evolution of society, ethics will change. The ethics has evolved with the evolution of society. The relevance of ethics is in its, how you define is ethical or unethical, sir, based on its application. Based on situation, based on their application, this ethical or unethical we will decide. And then, sir, the relevance of ethics is in its, application, not for understanding, not for principles and context. Based on application, based on, depends, sir, moral is the only principle. Ethics is a code of conduct. Code of conduct means application of the principle. Sir, always you should speak truth. That is a moral. I am speaking truth, that is I am ethical. I am speaking lie, that is not, I am unethical. And then, sir, morals are the principles, guidelines. What is good and what is bad. But ethics is nothing but conduct of the principles by an individual or group. Code of conduct means my performance, my application. Yes, sir, the relevance of ethics in its application. It is difficult but not impossible to conduct strictly honest business. Yes, sir. Honesty of business చేయడం అనేది impossible ఏం కాదు, but it is difficult. మనం చాలా చెప్తాం కదా సార్, బిజినెస్ లో సెల్లర్స్, we are number 1, we are selling great quality products, we are selling good quality products, like that we are saying. Okay, sir. But honest గా, truth గా, sir, you know about each and every defect in your product. My product is waste product, please purchase it, like that you can tell. You know that how much worth this product, but they are making false statement. Again, sir, doing business with honesty is difficult. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. These are the statements said by our famous person, that is nothing but Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so our father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Students, sir, it is difficult but not impossible to conduct strict and honest business is a famous quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Law is dash ethics. చెప్తాను సార్, కోడిఫికేషన్, what is codification అని చెప్తాను, ఇంకా అవ్వలేదు. There is a 7 principles of public life. It is not a 7 principle. Integrity, honesty, content, and accountability. Content. Okay, sir. Saho oil and chapter. Andulo content anedi ledhu sir. Then business malpractices does not include black marketing, adulteration, advertising, duplication, adulteration. Sorry. Advertising. Sorry. Advertising less, sir. Adulteration is nothing but false products are involving the production of final product. Advertising. Business ethics call for avoidance of what, sir? Business ethics are called for avoidance of monopoly. Last point, a healthy competition in order to avoid monopoly creation. That is the main point for business ethics. Okay, sir. Following is not a professional characteristic. Professional ki em undali, sir? Meer chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary. What you wanted to maintain? You should maintain integrity. You should maintain confidentiality. You should having competence. Competence ante దగ్గర అంత knowledge ఉండాలి కదా సార్? Knowledge లేకుండా how you, and then you should maintain competency, integrity, objectivity, confidentiality should maintain as a professional. Sir, as a professional, sir, client is giving more information to me than I can communicate to any other person. No, I maintain confidentiality. So many amendments are there. I know about that amendment or not. I should always, I keep each and every day I'm up to date. I'm having such type of competence. Sure, sir. Which of the following is not a competition, competency, character, compensation? So which of the following is not a professional characteristic of a person? Competition, undercutting under, sir. No, there is no characteristic under competition under. అనే చూడండి సార్, ఎక్కడైనా సిఏ వాళ్ళు అడ్వర్టైజింగ్ ఇచ్చుకుంటారు చూసారా మీరు? సిఏ కానీ సిఎంఏ కానీ సిఎస్ కానీ పేపర్ లో అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఇచ్చుకుంటారా? వీఆర్ సిఏ సిఎంఏ సిఎస్ వీఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ దిస్ సర్వీసెస్ లైక్ దట్ అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఇస్తారా? లేదా పెద్ద పెద్ద బోర్డులు పెట్టేసి మధ్య మధ్యలో వాల్ ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, హోర్డింగ్స్ కడతారా సార్? నో, దే ఆర్ నాట్ కాంపిటీషన్. అదే సార్, అండర్ కట్టారు. There's nothing but 10th one, option A, sir. The term business ethics came into common use in the year of 1970. Ethics refers to a dash of the guidelines an individual while dealing with others. Ethics refers to a code of conduct. The Society for Business Ethics was started. Society for Business Ethics was started in the year of 1980. Common use 1970, but started in the year of. Okay, sir. Ethics is a set of principles or standards. Either principles or standard. Standard means rule. Dash is a set of principles and expectations that are considered binding of any person who is a member of a particular group. Okay, so that is nothing but code of conduct. Okay, so 16th question chaptan sir nenu. This is a recent act. Ain't the acts Abbasi-Oxley Act 2020. Ain't act ani nenu chaptan sir. So small topic is pending annanu andulo kavatadi. Business ethics is a code of conduct which a society should follow while conducting their social activities. The society shall follow while they're conducting their social activities, sir. Chappan sir. Business sir. Business ethics is a code of conduct. As always, business ethics is a code of conduct which society should follow while conducting their social activities. While conducting their social activities, business ethics is a code of conduct. Business ethics has a dash application, universal application. Business ethics is a dash application. 71 false. No, sir. True only. Business ethics has a dash application, universal application. Business ethics any chotla apply hoga, sir. Not in the particular area, particular field like that. Business ethics are applied to. Okay, sir. Universal application. Dash is about obeying and adhering to the rules and authority. Dash is obeying. Okay, sir. Dash is obeying and adhering the rules and authority. Answer. Conduct is about, code of conduct is about obeying and rules. Yes, sir. Obeying rules ante answer ante danne compliance ante, sir. Compliances means what you obey, what you follow. Army compliances every year, compliances ante what you to follow, danne compliance ante, sir. చూడండి. Dash is about obeying and adhering the rule and authority. మనం రూల్ అథారిటీని ఒబే చేసాం సార్. ఆ కోడ్, రూల్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కోడ్ ని మనం ఒబే చేసాం సార్. ఒబేయింగ్ దాన్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే కంప్లయన్సెస్ అంటారు. కంప్లయన్సెస్ మీన్స్ ఫాలో. Ethical executives abide by dash relating to their business activities. Ethical executives abide by their laws, rules and regulations. Ethics in compliance means, చదివాం సార్ 19th question 21st question same. 19th question లో చూడండి, ethics in compliance means it is about obeying and adhering rules and authority. అదే సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చాడు. obeying adhering అంటే ఏంటంటే you should follow అని, you should listen, you should follow, you cannot override అని అర్థం. adhering అంటే what they said you should follow, you cannot override. Which function area in business ethics is about obeying and adhering the rules and authority? Ethics in compliance. Which of the following is an unethical business practices? All of the above. I'm sorry, but already. Which of the following is not a code of conduct? Code of ethics is there, code of practices, code of behavior, code of management. Management rules same undavu sir. Option I think 24B. Yes, code of management. Management అంటే డైరెక్టర్ అలాంటి వాళ్ళకి ఉండవు, వాళ్ళని కోడ్ ఆఫ్ కండక్ట్ అని అంటారు దాన్ని. ఓకే సార్, కోడ్ ఆఫ్ ఎథిక్స్ ఉంటాయి, కోడ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ ఉంటాయి. మనం సిఏ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తాం సార్, దర్ ఇస్ అ కోడ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇస్ దేర్. ఓకే సార్, కోడ్ ఆఫ్ ఎథిక్స్ ఇస్ దేర్, కోడ్ ఆఫ్ బిహేవియర్, ఎస్ కోడ్ ఆఫ్ బిహేవియర్. కోడ్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అనే మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ఏ పర్సన్ ఓన్లీ, బిహేవియర్ ఓన్లీ. కోడ్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ లేదు సార్. ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ చదువుంటారు, సిఎంఏలో 1 టాపిక్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఉంటుంది. అందులోనే అక్కడ లీడర్షిప్ స్కిల్స్ అని చెప్పేసి, ఓకే సార్, లైక్ దట్ సో మెనీ టాపిక్స్ అందులో వస్తుంది సార్. ఇది కోడ్ ఆఫ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉండదు. అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటివ్ కరప్షన్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ గిఫ్ట్ టు ద ఫ్యాక్టరీ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్, బాయిలర్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్, పొల్యూషన్ కంట్రోల్ బోర్డ్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్. అలా బాయిలర్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్ అంటే సో మెనీ కంపెనీస్ లో బాయిలర్స్ ఉంటాయి, వాళ్ళని ప్రాపర్ గా మెయింటైన్ చేయాలి, టెంపరేచర్ రికార్డ్ చేయాలి, మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఇస్ రిక్వైర్డ్. వాళ్ళ యొక్క అట్మాస్ఫియర్ అంతా కరెక్ట్ గా ఉండాలి. వాళ్ళని ఇన్స్పెక్ట్ చేయడానికి గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి అథారిటీస్ వస్తూ ఉంటారు, దే కెన్ ఇన్స్పెక్ట్. ఓకే సార్, అలాంటి వాళ్ళకి నువ్వు బ్రైబ్ ఆఫర్ చేసి ఫాల్స్ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయమంటే వాళ్ళని బాయిలర్. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్. ఓకే సార్, దట్ ఈస్ టుడేస్ క్లాస్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ హావింగ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ ఆస్క్ మీ సార్. యు ఆర్ హావింగ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు దట్? చెప్పండి సార్. కొల్యూషన్ అంటే ఏం లేదు సార్, ఒక పర్సన్ 10 రూపీస్ ప్రొడక్ట్ అని చెప్తే అదే ప్రొడక్ట్ నేను 9 రూపీస్ చేస్తాను అంటే ఏంటి సార్, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది సార్, ఆ ప్రొడక్ట్ అందరూ నాదే కొంటారు, వాడు పర్చేజ్ చేయరు. లైక్ దట్ ఆ పర్సన్ సేల్స్ లెస్ అవుతాయి, ప్రాఫిట్ విల్ రిడ్యూస్, లైక్ దట్ పర్సన్ ఇంకరింగ్ లాసెస్. కొల్యూషన్ మీన్స్ ఆల్వేస్ ఎలాగైనా దట్ ప్రొడక్ట్ ని మనం మార్కెట్ లో ఫాల్ చేయాలని చెప్పేసి, దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వై యు ఆర్ ఎంటరింగ్ ఇంటూ ఎ మార్కెట్ విత్, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కొల్యూషన్. That's what happened in case of Jio. Clear? Any doubts? Any doubts, sir?